Monday. Hey everyone, welcome back to my weekly live. I'm Corrine and I definitely love to be here today. Happy Monday. I just want to make a side note. I thought I was going live on Friday, so I was freaking out, thought I missed it. But it's the summer. This heat is making me sleepy, tired, disoriented, everything. But anyway, back to what it is. I'm here to help busy service providers and mompreneurs stay profitable and stress-free by getting their bookkeeping under control. So tonight we're going to be talking about something that's usually overlooked, but it's the key to making confident business decisions, which is your bookkeeping. Though they say numbers don't lie. That's what Jay-Z says. But that's only true if the numbers are accurate, organized, and up to date. So, yes, there could be some numbers that just don't make sense when the math is not mathing. So, this is where bookkeeping gets in or comes in and gets everything in order for you to make these decisions that you need to make in the future. So, most folks love to treat bookkeeping like a tax time task, but it's the only time you're touching your books. But if that is the only time you're touching your books, you're missing out on serious strategy. Accurate bookkeeping helps you answer questions like, can I afford to hire? Should I raise my prices? Am I overspending somewhere? Did my last launch actually make money? And it's also where you can basically, how Cardi be like, I'm my biggest competitor. I don't see no competitors. I just get better and better. This is basically what bookkeeping will help you do. Like you want to see how better you're getting or what's going on. Like you can see how better and better you're getting, and we are not really focusing on competitors because you want to see you do better. This is how you can do it. So let me break it down with like a real life example. So one of my clients was hustling hard, running offers, booking clients, and showing up online. But when I asked if her last launch was profitable, she had no idea. Like I asked this question to a lot of my clients, a lot of people, and they really never know. So I wasn't surprised she didn't know. So what we did was we cleaned up her books and discovered she was spending more than she was bringing in. Hence why she was taking so many clients, maybe. So after canceling some unused tools, adjusting her prices, and setting a real contractor budget, she was profitable the very next month. So you can see profit. Profit does not mean increasing price. Profit does not mean selling more. It's profit is a number game, and it's all about making changes everywhere. And it's not just that only one place. Like when people say, oh, we didn't make enough, we need to increase our profits. You don't need to increase your profits by going straight to the top of the line, which is your revenue and your income. There's other things to do, guys. So, bottom line, your books are your GPS. They show you where you are, what's working, and where you need to pivot. Okay? So, if you want to actually use your numbers to make smart decisions, here's what to do. Update your books weekly, monthly at minimum. Let's not get into quarterly. Let's not get into 6 months. Let's not wait until tax time. Just do this weekly or monthly. We love weekly because I love to be able to catch things right away. I don't want things to start piling up for weeks or whatever. We want to be able to catch it as soon as possible. You want to categorize every expense correctly because every expense on your profit and loss tells a story. So you want to make sure it's going in the right category. For instance, when I say categorize correctly, you're going to make sure if you have rent that you're putting in rent. You don't want it to be in supplies because that's going to show a higher number in supplies when your rent should be in rent. So you can't see how much you're spending in rent and you can't see how much you're spending in supplies because you categorize one of those transactions incorrectly. Then you're going to review your financials regularly, especially your P&L, cash flow, and balance sheet. I say especially your P&L because your profit and loss is going to definitely help you determine some trends and help you make some big decisions, right? Next, compare your numbers to your goals. Don't just track income, track progress. So if you have goals, you want to compare them to it because you're going to say, I had 20 discovery calls this week, booked 3 clients. Two of those, I mean, you were able to onboard 3 clients. 3 of those clients paid. 2 of those clients paid on time, and then you can see whatever your goals were. Maybe your goals was to talk to 40 clients a day, a week, and bring in this amount of whatever. You're going to see, okay, we need to do something different next week or next month. So you want to be able to compare your numbers to your goals. Okay. Not doing this, don't worry. That's what I help my clients with every day. This is what this is where services like accountants like myself and everyone else, this is where we come in handy to help you with that. So before we go into closing out, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments, or if you're too shy, you could just DM me and I will kindly always answer your question via DM. You can also book a discovery call if this is not the time you want to ask your questions. So the first question we have, hold on, let me pull it up on the screen. Hey y'all. You're not gonna see Instagram, but everybody else can see it. Okay. Um, first question. Why is bookkeeping important beyond tax season? Let's see. Let's get into that. What did we just talk about? Bookkeeping gives you real-time insight into your business health. It's how you know it's profitable, whether you're overspending or if a new offer is worth scaling. Without it, you're making decisions blindly. Like for me, I was interested in doing something called revenue financing, I think it's called, where you get a loan and then you pay weekly. And I went through my numbers and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I'm not doing it. I made that decision right there and then. It's like, it's not happening. We're not doing this. Numbers said, and it's a no. That's what the number said. The math wasn't mathing. The next question we have is, how often should I be reviewing my books? Ideally, like I said, weekly or at least monthly. Regular reviews let you catch like I said, mistakes early, stay on top of cash flow, and make proactive adjustments instead of reactive ones. So, first of all, if you're running your business, and this is I'm talking about a full-time business, and your business is paying people once a week, twice a week, twice a month, whatever. If you're consistently bringing income, you're going to want to be in your books as much as you can. Like as often as you can, you want to make sure you're in there because you want to see what's going on and you don't want to neglect. This is something you don't want to neglect at all. Next question is, I have bookkeeping software. Do I still need to look at reports? Yes. So you sure do need to look at your. So yes, software is a tool, not a solution. It helps track your numbers, but you still need to interpret the reports like your profit and loss and or your cash flow statement to make informed business decisions. So the beauty about your software though, it's a tool, but it also helps put these financial statements together. So it's going to populate this for you based on how you use your software. And that's why I said based on how you use your software, because some people use their software and just buy it, and then they go in and they use it just for invoicing and they really don't use it for the part where you could connect your bank account and you connect it to the bank feed, and then you go in and categorize it, and you also connect your credit cards and you connect everything that has to do with your business to that software. That's when you can use that software to populate your profit and loss and also your cash flow statements and also your balance sheet statements. It takes a lot of things to do. Not a lot, but it's many steps to do it. So I'm just saying, get the software, use the software, and do it the correct way. Okay. Um, but that's my last question. Hold on. My bad. Mompreneur over here. So brief interruption. Before I wrap it up though, if you have any other questions, let me know. Also, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from and anything anyway. But before we close, here's a few takeaway. Bookkeeping isn't just about compliance, it's about clarity. Let's be clear about what's going on. When you know your numbers, you're in control. If you don't, you're just guessing. Like you're just out there. It's like I said to GPS. I can't drive anywhere without my GPS. Like sometimes I can't even drive home without my GPS because I would say, like for instance, like you're driving home and you're just taking a regular route, you're not gonna know if there's gonna be work being done or accidents. So if you have your GPS is going to tell you to go the other way. So that's what your numbers are going to do. Your numbers are going to give you some guidance, and it's going to tell you, hello, this needs to be fixed on, or hello, this is where the bleed's at, something's happening, fix me, fix it right away, or hey, you're doing great, let's hire someone, or whatever. So that's basically what books is. Like I said, GPS, I use my GPS all day every day. I can go to my dad's house, anywhere, I'm using that GPS to figure it out. But if you're ready to start winging it and start making data backed decisions, let's talk. Drop a comment, tag a business owner who needs this, or DM me to get your books in order. But thank you so much for joining tonight. And I'll see you next Monday, same time, same place. And at least I know it's not going to be on a Friday, because I was freaking out this Friday. I'm like, Karen, I forgot that I had to go live. And she's like, oh my gosh, we'll just do it for next week. And she forgot, I forgot. We just need a drink. We need to figure it out. But let me know if you guys need anything. Like I said, DM me. You can send an email at hello@faithacs.com. Visit our website, join our newsletter for all the information and tea you're going to get for Money Matters. Okay? Signing out. Bye, y'all. Have a good one. I'm trying to end the string.